thought we might go for a drink later. Feels like ages since we actually went to the pub.
Maybe another night, yeah. I've got stuff to do.
What, hide from Billy, you mean?
Oh, my. Not this again. I've told you how I feel.
No, you closed me down and said you get used to it yet. We both know that isn't true, because this runs too deep.
I'm trying, OK? But I can't help it. Seeing him, I can't get prison out of my head.
All the more reason to deal with this together. I know it can't be easy, but why should we suffer because of him?
What other choice have I got?
Well, so what, that's it? We never go out again while he swans around as if nothing happened.
Do you know what? Believe me, I hate this more than you can imagine. But having a go at me ain't going to change anything, is it?
Then what will?
I don't know, Robert. And I'm sorry I ain't got a quick fix for my brain. All I know is this isn't helping. I've got to get to work.
Aaron,
I'm late.
Thing is, Dad, I've talked to Manpreet, and she's pretty much told me how disappointed she is that you haven't asked her to move in with us.
Yeah, so all you need to do is ask.
Or you could keep your nose out of my business and leave me to make my own decisions.
Dad, I don't get it. Like, since when have you ever been worried about what other people think?
Dad, do you really think we'd be having this conversation with you if we thought she'd turn you down?
And if you're worried about what we think, don't be, because we're all for it.
Of course we are. We want you to be happy.
I know you mean well, but I think I know what my girlfriend wants better than you two.
So much for talking sense into him.
We're just going to have to come up with plan B then.
Or we do as he asks and leave him to it. It's his life.
I'm not being funny, but I'm supposed to be on a job in 5 minutes. The client's already on my back as it is.
Tell me about it. Kane's keeping his head down, so I'm running the garage on me Todd again.
What's with all the secrecy anyway? Your text said you needed to talk to us about Bob.
I do, but I'm not sure if I should now.
Right, well, when you decide, maybe you can give us a call, because I'm supposed to be on the bypass.
Bob's in hospital with hypothermia.
Sorry, did you just say?
Oh, he's going to be okay. Luckily, Harriet found him in time. Otherwise, it could have been a lot worse.
What do you mean, found him? Found him where, exactly?
Hypothermia, that's when you're half frozen to death, isn't it? How did that happen?
Well, it seems he's been sleeping wherever he can.
No. Seriously, I mean, obviously, I knew he'd been fired from the Woolly, but why didn't he say anything to us?
Things just spiralled out of control. And he was too proud and ashamed to ask anyone for help. But this is why I've asked you here, to see if between us we can't cheer him up. Let him know that he's not on his own.
How would I know what Billy's plans are? Believe me, the way him and Ellis were always sniping at each other, I'm best off out of it.
Well, you all right? Because you seem fed up.
Do you think anything would have stopped you and Andy arguing? Because trust me, those two are just as bad. And sometimes I'm scared about what they'll do to each other.
Well, have you tried talking to them?
Yeah, of course I have. But they push each other's buttons, and then Jessie makes it worse by taking Billy's side all the time.
So maybe Billy's the key to all this. What if you tried talking to him?
Or I could keep my nose out.
Yeah, and then where would it end? Like me and Andy, one trying to kill the other. Look, if things are really that bad, maybe you should try talking to Billy, see if you can get through to him before things get out of control.
Find anything interesting?
Yeah, loads. Just nothing as close to the village as I'd like, so looks like my options are limited.
I take it you haven't spoken to Dad again?
Doesn't want to rush things, apparently. But it's probably right. I mean, you've got your family to think about. Last thing you need is me getting in the way.
Oh, you wouldn't be in the way, and Amber would love having you around.
Yeah, of course you would. And who wouldn't want a doctor in the house, eh?
Well, Rishi, clearly. So I have arranged to view an apartment in Houghton. It's smaller than I'm used to, but...
But let me talk to Dad again. Make him see sense.
Thanks, Priya. I think it's probably a little bit late for that now, don't you? So, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's not like your dad to hold back on grand gestures. He usually throws caution to the wind.
Not this time, obviously. This time, he's going to need a push in the right direction.
Hey, Brenda. Didn't expect another visit.
Well, now you've actually admitted you need help, I'm not going to let you down, am I? None of us are.
What do you mean, us? told Marlon?
Oh, time like this, you need your friends around you.
I hope you don't mind. I had to see you. I bought you these. Also, might stop you, you know, thinking about things a bit.
Look, mate, I don't know what Brenda's told you.
It's okay, Bob. I know everything.
Well, it's not as bad as it seems. I'm gonna be back on my feet in no time.
Of course you are. Main thing is you need to get better first. Things should never have got this far.
Well, we all missed the signs.
But we're all here now.
How many people have you told?
Well, just Marlon and Jimmy and Dan.
And you didn't think to ask me what I wanted first? Oh, how embarrassing this might be for me.
Bob, we're your mates. You don't have to be embarrassed.
Oh, no, of course not, no. My whole life is falling apart around me. How could you do this to me?
But yesterday...
I confided in you. The first thing that you do is you tell the world. Do you have any idea how this makes me feel?
Have you got a minute?
Depends on what you want to do with it.
Well, I just thought that we should talk, you know, after...
What, thinking you're having my brother's kid or locking me in office?
As you know, I'm not pregnant, so what do you think? If I'd have known you were going to react like that, I never would have done it. I'm just sick of you and Ellis going at each other all the time, and I wasn't really thinking.
Won't hear me arguing, but thanks.
Is there anything we can try to sort out whatever this is between yous?
If you have any bright ideas, let me know.
Well, you could let me make you a brew. Got an hour till my shift starts.
As long as you promise not to lock me in anywhere this time.
I promise.
All Brenda's trying to do is help. Why throw it in her face like that?
You don't know what it's like. I've lost everything, Marlon.
Except you haven't, have you? Because you've still got people who care about you. So let them.
Have you listened to anything that I've said? I got myself into this mess so I can get myself out of it.
Yeah, nobody's saying you can't, Bob.
Oh, aren't they? Doling out advice, patronising me with things to stop me thinking. I'm not a child, you know. I'm a grown man.
Why don't you start acting like one? What about the twins for a start? Have you thought about how they might feel?
Oh, here you go again. Thinking you've got an opinion on my life. Just because I'm not going back to the village, it doesn't mean I'm not going to see them.
What do you mean you're not going back?
Oh, the more I think about it, the more I wonder, how can I? How can I let everybody see what a failure I am?
You're not a failure, Bob. This could have happened to anyone.
Yeah, but it didn't, did it? It happened to me. And I have lost everything. And it was all my fault. Even had my car towed away because I parked it in the wrong spot. I'll just take these with you. Let me sort out my own life, yeah?
You know where we are.
Just go, please.
Yeah. You can't take a break, you know.
No, I was hoping to finish early, spend some time with Vic.
Don't let me stop you. He's on a mission.
He's in love, innit?
What did you want to know if he was here for, anyway?
Oh, I've got some stuff needs lugging out of one of the vans. Thought you could do with the cash. Look, about before, I didn't mean to have a go. We'll sort this, okay? And I'd murder a brew if you're making him. You all right?
Yeah, it's just trying to get on.
Oh, in that case, I'll leave you to it. We can talk about Vic and Billy another time.
Wait, what? What about Vic and Billy?
Oh, it's probably nothing. I've just seen them together in the village.
So?
So, I know it's none of my business, but I don't know, they just seemed kind of close with each other, laughing and joking around. Before they went into her house, I mean. But like I say, it's probably nothing. I'm just super sensitive to these things ever since I found out my brother had slept with my wife the night before our wedding day. No, it's not what I'm saying that's what this is. I mean, Vic's not like that for a start, but I don't know, something didn't seem right and I thought you should know.
Tara and I've gone for lunch.
Yeah, it might be for the best, just to be on the safe side.
We'll finish the intravenous antibiotics, and I'll prescribe you some oral medication. But I'd say we can discharge you today.
That soon? I haven't had a chance to talk to social services yet about a hostel.
From what I've seen, you've got a good support network around you. And I know it's hard to ask, but maybe they should be your first port of call, hmm?
Aye, aye, if it isn't the littlest oboe.
Having trouble getting used to a mattress again, are you?
What are you doing here?
Oh, we're here to take your mind off everything. Ta-da! No need for cash. That's the beauty of chips.
And I brought a cheeky hip flask for good measure.
Thought we could bring Man Club to you.
What is all this? I mean, really, why are you here?
We're your mates.
Yeah, guilted into it more like.
No. Well, maybe a little bit.
Ignore him, he's winding you up. Truth is, you've been there for us in the past, so this is payback time.
Except I don't want it, do I? What is it with you lot? Making me want to feel worse than I already do.
But Brenda said that...
Brenda's wrong. I don't want or need any help. So like I told her and I told Marlon, I can look after myself, so please just leave!
Let me get this straight. You want me to flirt with your father's girlfriend?
No, not flirt as such. Just talk to her. Buy her a drink.
Just tell her that you've heard she's looking for somewhere to live and that you might be up for a house share.
Any particular reason that I'm going to do this?
It's for Dad. Yeah. He just needs a nudge in the right direction. You'd be really helping him out. And drinks are on us.
Well, if it's for my good friend Rishi, say no more. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Hello.
You do know this could go very wrong.
Well, what other choice have we got?
The consultant was pleased with your progress. Well, I always knew you were tough as old boots.
He said I'm his best patient.
Well, if that doesn't deserve a cheeky caller, I don't know what does, as long as Mum approves, that is. Ah. If it isn't the snake in the grass.
What are you on about? Nothing, just ignore her. Go get a table, I'll bring the drinks.
Come on, love. One drink, and then I'm taking you back to mine for a chick flick.
Ignore her. That's what my family do. Close ranks, dish out threats.
I'm sorry, I did change my statement, but they wouldn't listen. Said they were going to investigate no matter what.
Listen, you don't have to explain yourself to me. I get it. Did what you did for your mum. I understand that.
Believe it or not, I actually want Ellis to be happy. I'm so proud that he didn't turn out like me.
Then why don't you tell him that?
Because he'll just think I'm winding him up. And maybe you're right. Maybe I'm a little bit jealous of him. He's always been a good kid. Never got into any trouble, tried his best at school.
But somehow you're Jessie's favourite.
That's not me, that's my dad. Believe me, I wish things were different, that she didn't put me on the same pedestal. Maybe I won't keep letting her down.
Don't you think you and Ellis should talk?
Of course I do. But somehow we keep winding each other up.
Ellis, what are you doing here?
I could ask the same about him.
If I were Rishi, I'd have you move in with me in a heartbeat.
Well, I'm sure he has his reasons, Rodney.
5 more minutes, and I'm going over there. No one should have to put up with that.
God, he's here. You ready?
Wouldn't make a difference if I said no.
What is going on? Why is Rodney flirting with Manpreet like that?
Look, it's probably nothing, but we overheard Rodney telling Manpreet that he's looking for a place himself.
He might have suggested that they could get a place together.
Oh, did he now? Well, we'll see about that.
I was just saying that if you need any help flat hunting, I will be only too happy to help.
There won't be any flat hunting, if you must know. If Manpreet is going to move in with anyone, then it's going to be with me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought...
What? That you could steal my girlfriend from under my nose?
Hello, I do have a mind of my own.
Yes, and I want that mind to live with me. That is, you know, if you'd like to.
Rishi, I'd love to.
So I see Debs and Sarah have left.
Yeah, Faith said something about taking Sarah back to us to watch a film.
That in between giving you daggers. Looks could kill, eh?
Can't say I've noticed.
And I'm not an idiot. Something is going on, and I want to know now.
Then maybe you should talk to Debbie. I need to stay well out of it.
So let me get this straight. You thought me and Billy were in here doing what exactly?
I don't know, do I? I mean, why invite him round in the first place? What have you two got to talk about?
You're so far off the mark.
I saw you, you were close when I came in. I mean, what am I supposed to think?
I'm not even getting into this. I'm going to work. The key is in the door. You, do me a favour and talk some sense into him. And you, stop being an idiot!
She's got a point. Talk about being in at the deep end. What is wrong with you?
So you weren't flirting with Vic?
Of course I wasn't. Look, you're wound up. You're not thinking straight.
Yeah. Either that or Robert was right.
What's he got to do with this?
Because he's been there. His girlfriend slept with his brother the night before the wedding.
Oh, so you think I'm knocking off your missus now? Is that what you think this is?
Just stay away from her. Do you hear me? Stay away from both of us.
Sorry if I'm taking too long. I can't check into the hostel till later, so I was dragging my heels a bit.
I just came to give you this. It was left at the main reception, has your name and ward number, so I guess it's for you.
Marlon. Look what we got.
Hello? Hi.
Hey. Thought maybe we could have a little chat while the kids aren't here.
About?
I know you're hiding something. You have been fobbing me off about this now for days, babe. Well, not anymore, because I want answers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, OK, so I'm just seeing things then, am I? I am picking up on vibes that don't even exist. Like Faith having a pop at Matty and then him bricking himself when I ask what's going on.
You just need to leave this, OK?
No, well, I can't. Because I know you better than you think you do, and I know something's going on between you and your dad. Please let me in. I can see that you are hurting, and all I want to do is help.
You can't help. Nobody can help, OK?
OK, look, if this is about your dad, don't worry. He can handle the police. They can hurl accusations at him till they're blue in the face.
What if this is not just accusations? What if all of this is true? You ever thought about that?
You can't be seriously saying that your dad killed Joe.
Now do you see why I don't want to talk about this?
I hate to think of him living in a hostel. I mean, we're fit to burst, but he could have stayed on our sofa at a push.
Well, it's like Brenda said, he's too proud. Last thing he wants to be is any trouble.
That's just it. He's not. We want to help.
I don't suppose it's easy, losing control of your life like that.
And then Uyghur's steaming in, taking over. Is it any wonder he reacted badly?
Well, I blame myself. I thought we were making progress yesterday.
I suppose there's a brew there with my name on it by any chance.
But what are you doing here?
Look, the truth is, I've been an idiot. And I let pride stop me from asking for help when I needed it the most. So if you're all willing to give me another chance.
Of course we are. You dab, David. Come on.
Grandpa, bring it in.
Hey, how did it go? Did you see Vic?
You were right. Billy was there, just smarming his way around her.
What is it with brothers? Why can't they just leave things alone?
You can twist anything, just make Mum believe every word. And even when he was in prison, all she did was stick up for him. Just nothing's ever his fault.
Andy was the same. Proper golden boy. Wasn't even my real brother, just some kid that they felt sorry for, so they adopted him.
What happened to him?
He's on the run now for shooting someone. To be honest, I'm glad. Always been scared what we might do to each other. Guess some people just aren't meant to breathe the same air.
Believe me, I know how you feel.
If I was you, then I'd do something about it. He's proven today that you can't trust him. He must have a weakness, something you can exploit. All you have to do is find what it is and push his buttons.
You think I don't know that? But I want him out of my life for good.
What are you waiting for?
There's a new face in Grantchester tonight at 9, whilst Geordie investigates a suspicious poisoning and the River Tyne becomes the backdrop for a new case for DCI Vera. That's coming up Sunday night at 8. Next, though, time for our first visit tonight to Weatherfield for Corrie.